The John Ben Shepperd Public Leadership Institute at the University of Texas of the Permian Basin is proud to introduce the 2015 Outstanding Texas Leader recipient, Texas Supreme Court Justice Eva Guzman.
Well, I was one of 7. They say necessity is the mother of invention. Being one of 7 and being right in the middle, my upbringing has made me the person that I am today and the leader that I am today. It taught me to help others, but also to give them the freedom to explore their own passions, to know when to be a comforting presence and when to give people the extra push that they need to succeed. These are the lessons that I learned growing up. They are lessons that I've learned from the leaders I've admired throughout my career, and I hope that they are the lessons that I implement in my everyday life.
Justice Eva Guzman has served at 3 levels of the Texas judiciary. In 2009, she was appointed to serve on the Supreme Court of Texas by Governor Rick Perry. She was elected to a full term in November of 2010 when she became the first Hispanic woman elected to statewide office in Texas.
As you know, and as has often been written, I am the first Latina to serve on the Supreme Court of Texas, also the first Latina to be elected to statewide office in our great state. As a young girl, it seemed even improbable that I might consider law school, much less someday serve on our state's highest court. But now, through my own service, I do believe that young girls all over this state can dream about not only going to law school, but serving on our state's highest court. It is humbling to know that my life, my journey, serves as an example for others, but is also promising because it reassures me that as a leader, I have used my life, my service, to inspire and encourage the next generation of leaders.
Justice Guzman is the court's liaison to the Commission on Judicial Conduct, the Texas Access to Justice Foundation, and the Texas Access to Justice Commission, responsible for oversight and funding of the state's legal assistance programs for low-income Texans. She is also chair of the Supreme Court's Permanent Judicial Commission for Children, Youth, and Families, committed to working with leaders across the state to improve outcomes of Texas' most vulnerable children and families.
I had the opportunity to address with other leaders around the state the educational needs of children in foster care. Their outcomes, more often than not, are different from those of children in loving homes and 2-parent homes, and so it was very important to take on that issue. We assembled about 100 leaders from all over the state, came up with the Texas Blueprint, and I'm so proud to report that we have implemented about 80% of the recommendations that these outstanding leaders came up with. I think that civic engagement is crucial. Just look around the world. In Central America, there are so many families trying to escape the narco violence that's destroying their communities. In Syria, tens of thousands of people have been displaced or killed. And I always remember the brave voters in Afghanistan who went out to vote and proudly displayed their purple thumbs. I think that what all of these people have in common is that all these people yearn for a strong, stable, civil society. Frankly, we as Americans sometimes take that for granted. It is so important that leaders engage civically, encourage their communities, their neighbors, their families to do the same. Doing so, we protect the rule of law and the very foundation of our country.
Justice Guzman's devotion to the law and her community has been recognized by national, state, and local organizations. She is a 2014 recipient of the Women and the Law section of the State Bar of Texas Sarah T. Hughes Lawyers of Achievement Award, and is a 2014 recipient of the Association of Women Attorneys Premier Women in the Law Award.
So I think that a leader has confidence in their judgment, is willing to do the right thing, whether it's popular or not, and no matter what the outcome. This is particularly important for judges. Judges have to be independent. They have to be willing to do the right thing, regardless of public opinion polls or any other consideration. And it has been throughout my career a real privilege to be able to serve the people of Texas and to serve them with that premise underpinning every one of my decisions. And that's a willingness to follow the law, to do what is fair, to do what is just, and to do it regardless of the price or the consequence.
Her alma mater, South Texas College of Law, recently recognized Justice Guzman's significant career accomplishments and community leadership with a 2014 Alumni Impact Award. In 2009, she was honored by the National Hispanic Bar Association with a Latina Judge of the Year Award. Justice Guzman holds Pathfinder Awards from both the Texas Women Lawyers and the Travis County Women Lawyers Association, and was an early recipient of the Texas Executive Women Women on the Move Award. Justice Guzman has also served on many local and state boards and served as adjunct faculty at the University of Houston and the American Bar Association Family Law Trial Advocacy Institute.
First, let me say that I've had the opportunity to serve in a number of leadership roles throughout my professional life. It's truly been an honor. And for me, leadership means knowing that you stand as an example to others and that you stand for ideas greater than yourself. And it's having the humility to approach every circumstance, difficult or not, with courage, with passion, but also with compassion, to really understand what's going on with those around you and to know as a leader how to encourage their growth.
Married for 27 years, she and her husband are parents to one daughter who recently graduated from Harvard University.
I'm very honored to have been selected as this year's Outstanding Texas Leader by the John Ben Shepperd Institute. I owe such recognition in large part to the mentors that I've had in my life, and I think an important aspect of leadership is mentoring others, is reaching out and bringing along the next generation of Texas leaders. I am immensely grateful to friends, family, but especially those mentors in my life, mentors that could see in me what I could not see in myself, mentors that in large part have walked the journey with me all the way from the East End in Houston, from the barrio to our state's highest court with an office overlooking the capital of our great state.
Outstanding Texas leader, Texas Supreme Court Justice Eva Guzman.